Hi everyone, it's me, Darlene. I'm at Walmart, where I don't want to be any place but here. I just didn't feel like going out. And I'm so used to staying home on the weekends that it feels like a punishment to have to leave my house. I'd rather just be home, working, doing the things I feel like doing. But I'm doing this, and it's giving me a video. So I guess that's a good thing. I have quite a list, and here's what I've picked up so far. I just picked up my Prel shampoo, and that is $2.97. But before I got to this area, I did some produce. Celery for my mother, $1.48. Celery was on the list. Prel was on the list. Not on the list, yellow squash, $1.38 per pound. And zucchini, $1.38 per pound. Just a pound of carrots. I'm going to cook and freeze, and these were only 88 cents for the pound. And then onions, sweet onions with no price at all. So when I pick up meds, I'm going to have them scan it and let me know what that's going to cost. Now I need hair dye for grayness. I'm going to go with brown black this time. I've done it before. I will do it again. $2.97 for this. My mother needs bandages, so I'm getting her this box of variety. It is $2.23 for 80 of them. Not sure she'll need those little tiny round ones. Why were those even invented? Don't know. She also wants some antibacterial cream, and this little tiny thing, 0.5 ounces, is $2.36, and that's what I'm getting. My mother is big on asking for things that she'll hear about on TV or that somebody tells her she should use, and she wants it, and then she never uses it. She always has a reason. I'm allergic to that. I don't like that. That made it worse. And I just realized I have to go to Dollar Tree, not today, but soon. And I'm pretty sure they have that at Dollar Tree, antibacterial cream, so I'm gonna wait and get it there. That way I'll only be wasting $1. You guys, the amount of time I just spent in the pharmacy line was physically painful for me. I was like, first I got in that line, and there was just one person at the window, so I was next. But then somebody comes up and asks a question, and she takes off to go help them. And I said, well, she's just going to direct them. She'll be right back. She didn't come back. I waited, probably a whole minute. That's a long time when you don't know if they're ever coming back. And there was nobody behind me. So I said, I ran into a whole lot of people, so I had to put the camera down. There was just too many people for my liking. What was I talking about? See, now I'm in a whole different part of the store. Hang on again. Oh yeah, the pharmacy line. There was nobody behind me, so I went to put the ointment away. And when I came back, there was 3 people in line, and it took fucking ever. And then I thought, I'll go do some shopping, but I looked and there was already 2 people behind me, so I waited it out. There's just too many people around me. There's a guy right behind me. No, wrong way. Where the fuck is he? There's a woman there. That's bizarre that I can't find him. He's right there. Where? Why can't I see him? There he is. I don't just imagine these things. But for a second there, I thought I did. My mother's getting ants, as always, and so glad comments are off, so you can't hate on me for killing ants. Fuck a bunch of ants. Hot shots, $3.20 for this size can, and I'm looking at ant traps too, but I think I got them at Dollar Tree last time. Now, my sister swore by this stuff. Where the hell is it? I just saw it with these eyeballs right here. This. Taro liquid ant baits. She swore by those, and she did say, you will see all the ants coming. I'm so tired of people right now. And they eat this stuff, and then they go on their merry way, and then they kill their entire family. Okay, not funny. kind of. I tried it. No, I just got every ant from the outside world coming into my house to eat this shit. They might have gone back out and died and spread it to their family, but there was a lot more ants in the world, so I don't use this. I have better luck with these things, the little baits, trap thingies, but really do think that they have them at Dollar Tree. I also need dish soap. I feel like buying a little one just to have this little bottle and then the big refill, but I'm not going to. Instead, I'm getting this motherfucker. It is, I don't know, I don't have my glasses on. 90 fluid ounces, and it's $4.94. It's the cheapest unit price available to me. And I got the citrus one. I'm working my way back so I can do frozen foods last. Ugh, we're passing candy. I don't think my mother needs any. Well, we're not up to candy yet. Oh, it's okay. I was in a race with a man with a cane. I just walked by a woman that goes, "Hi, how are you?" Like she knew me, and I wanted to say, "Do you know me? You want to be on camera with me?" Shit, I should have asked my mother. She's down to just the mini donuts that come in these boxes, $3 for whatever, 12. So my next choice would be either the cupcakes or the snowballs. I don't have room for two. I don't know which to get. Let me think. I'm going with the snowballs. And if you don't know what they look like that. It's marshmallow with coconut on the outside, chocolate cake, and some kind of cream on the inside. My mother's newest addiction is sour cream. She didn't have any while I was gone. She puts this on everything, even pudding. She prefers this to whipped topping on her pudding, her cakes, whatever. And she also likes it with her regular food. Now, Daisy, I love. It's like the one thing I will buy brand name because it's just, what is it? Just cream, contains milk. Let me look. Cultured cream. They don't add any bullshit to it. This way. What a lovely review I have given this sour cream. And I can have that, but it's not something that I would eat like a whole lot of, like I do cottage cheese. So when I do want a little bit of dairy or something, especially with my chicken wings, that works. So I'm getting that. What did I say? $1.98 for 16 ounces. Oh my God, I'm almost tempted to get my mother this cake. It's a white cake. She loves white cake. $3.56. But if my sister was coming or something, I would, because then she could help her eat some. But I know I can freeze it, but I hate to have too much all at once. But then check this out. It is chocolate bundt cakes, and they're marked down to $1.49. They're just like little cakes. Looks like frosting and chocolate slivers on top. They also have it in lemon, but for $1.78. I don't know what to do. I have to think. Since I got her the snowballs and not the chocolate cupcakes, I'm going to go ahead and get her this, the chocolate shit. I'm getting 3 dozen eggs, $1.88 per dozen. I didn't have enough for Nancy to make my mother's hard-boiled eggs yesterday, so gotta stock up on that. What else? Cheese, $4.22 for a pound? Is that right? That's right. I'm getting one. Did I already buy salt? I can't remember. I'm getting one, 54 cents. If we have an abundance of salt, Skylar and I can use it for crafts, like clay concoctions or whatever, but my mother goes through the salt. I just grabbed a confectionate sugar, and it's all over me. All over the floor, too. Big hole in the bag. Lovely, lovely look. There was an employee standing right next to me. I thought it was just somebody like looking at me because a guy, I don't know if we'll see him, he tried to photobomb, and I asked him to be on camera with me, and he was like, "Oh, no. I'm like, come on, you'll be with me looking like this." I had that confectionate sugar all over me, but he decided not to. So there was another woman standing next to me, and I thought she was just like also curious as to why I had white stuff all over me and why I was recording that. But she was an employee and she just wanted to help. She's like, can I get you something like to clean up? I was like, no, I'll just dust it off. Is it off? I don't know. I wish I would have had the camera on for that. Okay, with that said, I need a confectionate sugar. Maybe, I don't know, because I forgot to look. I probably have 2 bags of it at home. I'm going to be making a concoction for my mother. I have 2 coming up. One of them is this candy confectionate that I put on my blog today. It takes confectionate sugar, corn syrup, and water, and then extracts I have at home, and food coloring. Don't know if I have. I think I do. I don't care. And then I'm going to also get some morsels, though. I don't know if I'll get chocolate or vanilla. Well, not vanilla. Yeah, vanilla. They're not white chocolate. That's what I meant to say. Oh my God, I'm so tired of talking. People just went by. And then the other one, you'll see in a sec. So let's go get the corn syrup. I was going to get white morsels because I don't know what flavor I'll make the candies, but I'm going to go ahead and go with chocolate. My thinking is I will be making lemon flavored, and my mother will love lemon flavored, no, chocolate covered lemon flavored candy. She will. Also, I'd like to mix a little bit of frosting in the melted chocolate so it's not as hard. And I have chocolate frosting in the freezer, so we're going with that. It was $1.98 for this bag, Great Value brand. Now, next, let's go. The last night that I was at Derek's, I made them tacos for dinner, and after I mixed the taco seasoning into the meat, I had some of it. It was so good. Now, seasonings are not ideal, but once in a blue moon, I think I want that. Ooh, I'm going to get a bottle of it, I think. Anyway, I was going to pick this up. It's 44 cents. Now, the bottle unit price is actually a little bit more. It's $2 for this, but it makes the unit price 46.6, and my unit price is 44. This shit. So I'm going to stick to this shit. And I'm not going to put a lot. I can sprinkle just a little tiny bit of it on my ground beef for those days that I can't even believe I have to eat more ground beef. Okay, oh, and I just remembered that my mother needs ketchup. Okay. Now, this feels very familiar. I know I just bought my mother one of these because I remember saying they were $1. And I know I had a hard time finding it, and it was way in the back of her little fridge, but today I looked everywhere in her little fridge. Not there. I looked in my fridge thinking maybe Nancy put it there or something, because sometimes my mother will say, I don't have room for all this. Didn't find it. Oh, I wonder. It could have been in her little black tray. Anyway, I'm getting another one, $1. I feel like I have confectionate sugar still all over me. I don't know. I have to get my chicken wings. And what I mean by her little black tray, because that sounded weird, I have trays in her little fridge that she can put stuff in. So she doesn't have to reach way to the back. She just pulls a tray out, and then her stuff is there. And she probably laid her bottle down sideways. I don't know. I will look. Not here. Over there. I am going with the family size again, and I'm getting 2 of them, so I don't have to come here as often to get them. Okay, so $9.97, and it's 2.5 pounds, and there's no sugar in those, so that's why I like them so much. The hot wings, most of them don't have sugar, but this one has no sugar. And sometimes I even rinse the sauce off if I just feel like having wings and not hot wings. Okay, next. We're almost done, but I need corn syrup. Where the hell is that now? Oh, ever since they moved everything around. Maybe in with regular syrup. Let's go look where it says syrup and pancake mix. I swear, oh, there I am. I swear it says syrup and pancake mix in this aisle. I also swear I don't see any of that. What the hell? Oh, it's still taking me time to find everything. since they moved this store around months ago. I was totally in the wrong aisle. I turned right too soon. They don't have the Great Value brand. That's not fair. It's $2.72 for actual Caro. Where the fuck is the Great Value brand? Alright, so I'm waiting. We'll do the other concoction first. Actually, that's supposed to be tomorrow. This is a hint as to what the next concoction will be. My mother wants one of her made-up pizzas. So I'm getting 2 of these. They're only $1 each, so we can have one again for maybe next weekend or whenever. And I need now to get her onion rings, and they have the Nathans here. So let's go get those. I'll keep you with me. Let's walk together. God, I wish you could have seen that confectionate sugar explode on me. You would have liked that. The people in the aisle did. These are the ones she likes. The Nathans, $2.78 for 16 ounces. I also need to get her some French fries. $2.14. She had the shoestring last time. She'll have crinkles. This is the best with vinegar, just like you get at Old Orchard Beach. Here in Maine, at least, if you go to fairs and stuff in the summer, no, fall is when fairs are, if they sell French fries, they always have shakers of vinegar because people like that, salt and vinegar on their fries. Oh my God, that's it. I'm leaving without the corn syrup. That's so stupid. I probably saved all of like 75 cents. But I will get some another time. And I'm not picking anything else up. I don't even want a little chicken. I ate before coming in, so I'm not hungry and I don't feel like that. Let's just go home. Oh, I'll talk to you in the car. The lines here are terrible. I'm in a checkout. That's not too bad. I have one person actually checking out, another person putting her stuff on there, another person in front of me, and then me. Last time I went home before I did my car vlog, I did it from my house because I was so tired after waiting, and I had to get home for a reason. Oh yeah, I had to print out my boarding pass. Okay, so I'm being watched right now by the guy in front of me. I'll talk to you in the car. I do still have whiteness on me. Oh my goodness. Whatever. I ran into someone that I was just talking about to my mother yesterday. Her name is Lorraine Michaud. She was the director of USM, the college I went to, but the Sanford Center, which happened to be in Springdale. And I just respected that woman to no end. She was the most fair boss that I ever had. And I absolutely... he was angry with the carts. I absolutely loved and adored her. I think of her all the time. And there's times where, you know, sometimes I just don't know what to do. And I can just hear her in my head, like what she would say about something. And then I'm like, okay, I can go on with that. She was a big part of my life, like my math teacher was in high school, Mrs. Chick. I've talked about her before. I even put a picture of her in her obituary up at the end of one of my videos. You know, there's a few women in my life that stand out, and Lorraine Michaud was one of those for me. I'm so glad I got to see her. I cannot believe it. I was reading obituaries for my mother yesterday. Every now and then I read them because, you know, she's always just curious as to how many people she knows died because she's outliving everyone. But yeah, yesterday we found out that one of my mother's cousins, her first cousins, my mother grew up in Rumford, and she had a bunch of first cousins, and she was very close to 5 sisters. There were 5 sisters, all my mother's first cousins, and one of them died a month ago, age 94, soon would have been 95, and then the other one died day before yesterday, and she was going to be 96 like my mother in June. And I showed her their pictures on my iPad, the obituaries. I have a cousin in Rumford who keeps in touch with me and lets me know when the relatives there die, and I would let her know when the relatives here die, but there's none left but my mother. So since I had the iPad, I read some of the other obituaries for my mother, and somebody's last name was Dutile, which I knew was Lorraine Michaud's maiden name. So that made us talk about Lorraine a little bit. I'm like, I wonder how she is. I never see her, and, you know, I really liked her, and then I see her today. How bizarre that is, and she just was very nice. I just really appreciated her. I almost felt like starting to cry when I was talking to her, telling her how much she meant to me. You know, some people don't know the impact they have on somebody's life. It can be something so simple, but to me it's almost like just the simple, normal things. That's what I needed in my life, and I got a lot of that with her. So yes, powdered sugar all over me. Oh my goodness. The lines were so long at the registers, but then somebody opened one up, and the guy ahead of me, because I'm all for next person in line gets to go, not the person in the end of the line. But he was just ready to start putting his stuff, and he didn't have much stuff. So I was like, she's like pointing to me. I was like, yes, thank you so much. So here's some videos that I have coming up. I'm going to try to do the pizza concoction tomorrow. Did I tell you what it's supposed to be yet? No, I did not. Onion rings cut up. She wants them cut up so she can bite and have a piece of onion ring on her pizza. And then she wanted something because she was like, it would be good if it was like a seafood kind of pizza because she loves onion rings with seafood. So we're just going to go with the fake crab meat. I have a lot of it frozen. I had bought her some just before my trip, and it's all frozen in little bags. And then I asked her, do you want any extra sauce? She said no. And I said, would you like cheese? She said yes. So I got the shredded mozzarella. And that's what her pizza is going to be. And that hopefully will be tomorrow's video. And then the candy video can be later. Another video I have coming up is a Q&A. I had written down questions a long time ago, and then I know some questions that even though my YouTube comments are off, people find ways to ask me. And so I have questions, and then I thought, though, you know, I'd like some more questions, and I really can't ask my viewers because, you know, for now I have all YouTube comments turned off, which is what I want. But then I thought of asking my patrons and my YouTube members. So that's what I did. So I have other questions, and I will be doing that video. I don't know. I'll see, you know, in the next couple of days. I'll let some questions come in, but then I will be doing a Q&A for the public. What else did I have up my sleeve? Honest to goodness, yesterday was thinking seriously about how I have to do an upcycled fashion. I don't think about that often, but I really would like to do it. And then last night, one of my patrons mentioned that he'd like to see an upcycled fashion. You know, it's funny how things like that happen. I think of Lorraine Michaud, I see her today. I think of upcycled fashions, somebody else does too, and lets me know. So hopefully, I still have all the clothes that people sent. And no, I'm not taking any more clothes. I still have plenty that people sent. And I really do want to use all that stuff. It's just a matter of time. I have to make a new tunic, too, for auctions. I've got so much to do. Fabric Frenzy is May 4, and you need to be a patron or a YouTube member to be part of that and to get reduced prices on fabric. Should be a pretty good one. I think I have, you know, quite a few new panels and a lot of new fabric, so that's kind of exciting. The link is always in my description box for those platforms. If you're interested, just go to the platform and there's some info there that will help answer those questions that you might have. I guess that's pretty much it. I can't even do a ride along if I wanted to because my mounts are in my house because I traveled with them. They're on the dresser next to the door, so I'll remember to take them with me, and I never remember. Okay, that is it. I hope to have a pizza concoction video for you tomorrow, so look for that, and I'll be back with more soon. Bye.